Hey y'all, welcome back to the party. It's me, your girl, BrittReacts, and today we are reacting to Tim Minchin, The Good Book. Let's see what he has to say.
This next song requires a boot.
One boot.
If you're one of those people that finds the sort of bashing of religion and stuff tiresome or offensive, just give me 5 more minutes.
He's like, just hang tight a little bit more. If you're new here, hello. If you're not, then you may know that I am a Christian. I grew up super religious in missionary Baptist churches in the South. And though I don't really peg myself as super religious now, I am still a Christian. I do still believe in God. But I also love other people's perspectives and can find the humor in the questions understandable. So let's see what he has to say.
Life is like an ocean voyage, and our bodies are the ships. And without a moral compass, we would all be cast adrift. So to keep us on our bearings, the Lord gave us a gift. And like most gifts you get, it was a book.
It was a book. I cannot say I've received many books in my life. I cannot say that. But to each his own. Do y'all get a lot of books as gifts? Is that a common gift? Should I be giving more books?
Like most gifts you get, it was a book.
His face.
I only read one book, but it's a good book, don't you know? I act the way I act because the good book tells me so. If I want to know how to be good, it's to the good book that I go, because the good book is a book and it is good and it's a book. I know the good book's good because the good book says it's good. I know the good book knows it's good because a really good book would. You wouldn't cook without a cookbook, and I think it's understood. You can't be good without a good book, cause it's good and it's a book, and it is good for cooking.
That is true. It's like, who says it's a good book? What makes it a good book? What's in it that makes it the good book? It's like, oh, well, the good book says it's a good book, so we must believe that it's a good book, right? Which honestly is really what Christianity is. You just have to believe and buy into the supernaturalism of it all. I just made that word up. Yes, I did. Because if you don't believe in the book and you don't believe that like faith is what you can't see, then you really don't come to this party. Don't come over here. You won't like it. If you need evidence and like visible, tangible proof, sometimes it's hard to find. That's funny though, because the good book told me it was a good book. What do you mean?
And it's a book, and it is good for cooking. I tried to read some other books, but I soon gave up on that. The paragraphs ain't numbered and they complicate the facts. I can't read Harry Potter because they're worshipping false gods and that. And Dumbledore's a poofter, and that's bad because it's not good. Morality is written there in simple white and black. I feel sorry for you heathens, got to think about all that. Good is good and evil's bad, and goats are good and pigs are crap. You'll find which one is which in the good book, cause it's good and it's a book and it's a book. Yeah, I had a cat, she gave birth to a litter. The kittens were adorable and they made my family laugh, but as they grew they started misbehaving, so I drowned the little fuckers in the bath.
Oh! Oh no. He's like, I know what's right and wrong because there's a book, and if you don't read that book, then what are you guys even doing? Like, this is, don't drown kitty cats though. What do the cats have to do with this? Oh.
So I drown the little fuckers in the bath. When the creatures in your care start being menaces, the answers can be found right there in Genesis.
No.
6 verse 5 to 7. Swing your partner by the hand. Have a baby.
Pretty sure he's talking about Noah. Is he talking about Noah in the ark where like God like wiped out all of humanity except for Noah, his family, and 2 of each animals, and like started humanity over? Is that what we're talking about? That's Genesis, right? I didn't say that I was a pastor. Oh no.
Chapter 6, verse 5 to 7. Yeehaw! Swing your partner by the hand. Have a baby if you can. But if the voices in your head say to sacrifice your kid to satiate your loving God's fetish for dead baby blood, it's simple faith the book demands. So raise that knife up in your hands. Before the good book made us good, there was no good way to know if a thing was good or not that good, or kind of touch and go. So
Not good.
Decided he'd give writing allegoric prose a go, and so he wrote a book, and it was generally well received. The Telegraph said this god is reminiscent of the Norse. The Times said kind of turgid, but I liked a bit with horses. The Mail said lots of massacres, a violent tour de force. If you only read one book this year, then this one is a book, and it is good, and it's a book. Yeehaw! Swing your daughter by the hand, but if she gets raped by a man and refuses then to marry him, stone her to death.
Oh, yeah, I think 1, the Bible is left to a lot of interpretation, but 2, especially in the the Old Testament, there were some things in there that were like, what? I remember like coming to terms with that and being like, I just don't understand why things were so like ruthless in the New Testament, and then in the Old Testament, Jesus comes and he kind of relieves all of that like harshness, because he takes on all the sin, and now we're allowed to sin and not have to like do these crazy sacrificial type things that you read about in the Old Testament. Yeah, I mean, I think it's so easy to read the Bible and just be like, this is nuts. I get it. Trust me. I understand how, and you take it super literally and you're like, what do you mean? And yeah, I think most of it is meant to be taken super literally, but also with the times, with that was just like culturally acceptable, some of these things, which would never be culturally acceptable today. But yeah, this is definitely one of those things where it's like, if you read the Bible and you interpret it exactly the way that it is written out, verbatim, it can get scary. That is very true. Very, very true. I do understand the satire here.
But if she gets raped by a man and refuses then to marry him, stone her to death. If you just close your eyes and block your ears to the accumulated knowledge of the last 2,000 years, then morally, guess what? You're off the hook.
Oh, no.
And thank Christ you only have to read one book. Just because the book's contents were written generations hence by hairy desert-dwelling gents squatting in their dusty tents.
I love that you can hear, like, I know why he put the beat on, because the boot on, because he's like using his heel to make the beat, and he needed it. Like, the song needed a boot. It really did. Needed a boot?
Desert-dwelling gents squatting in their dusty tents. Just because what heaven said was said before they'd leavened bread. Just because Jesus couldn't read doesn't mean that we should need when manipulating human genes to alleviate pain or fight disease. When deciding whether it's wrong or right to help the dying let go of life, or to stop a pregnancy when it's just a tiny blastocyst, there's no reason why we should take a look at any other book but the good book, cause it's good and it's a book and it's a book and it's quite good.
Woo!
Oh, that's fine.
My goodness, this man can play the keys.
Kids get killed and God gets mad. You better take a good look at the good book.
Woo! Oh. I started over by accident. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, he said what he said. I'm not here to make anybody a believer in anything or to make you understand why I believe in what I believe. I think do what you want. Just be a nice, kind, good person on this planet, and the rest is up to the rest. But yeah, I get it. I got this. This is funny. It was like the perfect amount of satire and ridiculousness. And again, I found it to be funny and entertaining. All right. Be kind in the comments and go have the day that you deserve. Peace.